Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the Fire Clown from Alpha Squad Paintball, and I'm going to show you guys today how to tactically move up the field with the method called leapfrog. And this is a good way to start using your hand signals, a good way to use your radio, or just a good way to communicate with your team. All right, we find our guys here behind this log at the beginning of the game, and this is where the commander is going to move his team to a secure area. He's either going to tell them to be on recon, which means, hold your fire, or he can tell them to be weapons free, or he can choose to have them on fire when fired upon. But the main thing he's going to tell them is on me, and he's going to move them to a secure location before they start the leapfrog. All right, the commander has moved them to a secure spot, and they're in position. They're watching their flank. They're watching their left or right. They're 12, they're 6, they're 9, and they're 3 o'clock. And you guys should always, when moving with a team, you guys should always be looking in all these directions at all time to watch any incoming enemies or tangles. All right, this is where he's going to tell them that they're going to start the leapfrog. So he's going to send out, he's going to pick one guy to go clear an area, and then wait for his signal. Now, to send this guy with hand signals, he's going to point at first the guy that he's choosing to go clear the area. He's going to do the clear area sign, and he's going to point at the area, and he's going to look at the rest of his team and tell him and give him the on me hand signal. Now we can see the area that the commander sent his man to go clear out. He's going to go ahead and advance to that area, but keep in mind that his team has to be watching his back before this guy sends any signals back to his team. Okay, now we see the guy at the area, and he's scoping out the area. That's what that orange marker is. It's his peripheral vision, and he's scanning out the area, and he's also scanning out the area which the team is going to advance to, because they're not going to advance where he's at. They're going to go past him. This is what a leapfrog is. Now, if they were engaging right now, what he could do is provide cover fire for the team to advance. So while he's shooting, the other guys are ducking, the enemies are ducking, and the team can then advance. But this is not the case right here. They're just advancing up the field, and he's gonna see that the area is clear, so he's gonna send back a signal, OK sign. And if you look at the guys, the team back at the bottom, you see how they position themselves back to back and watching each other's back. And they're going to go ahead and advance now because they got the OK sign from the guy up the field. And once again, the commander is going to give him the on me sign. Always stay on him until he tells you otherwise. All right, the commander chose the spot where they're going to leapfrog to. They're going to pass the guy that's already up the field, and they're going to be using every bit of cover that they have in front of them, which is where they are right now, to where the guy up the field is, to the destination. And he's going to be constantly reminding these guys, on me, stay on me, and watch how they advance up the field. All right, check out how these guys are moving up the field. They are, first of all, watching their whole parameter. One guy's at the 12, looking 12. One guy's looking 6. One guy's looking 9, and one guy's looking 3 at all times. No matter if they're walking, no matter if they're standing still, no matter what. This is to prevent any surprise attacks. And look how far away they are from each other. They're making sure that they're not right next to each other, because if you advance up the field and the enemy's right there and he sees you guys, all together, he's going to unload on all you guys, and you guys are all going to be dead. So check out how they're, keeping in mind how the guy that first moved up is looking to his 9 o'clock. So he's going to be watching their 9, and the commander's going to be watching 12 because he's leading. The next guy's going to be watching his 3 o'clock, and then the guy at the bottom is going to be watching the flank, or 6 o'clock. All right, they made it to their destination, and check out how these guys are still in that formation, watching the 12, watching the 6, watching the 9, watching the 3. This is where trust comes in. You got to trust your guys to be walking up the field backwards. You know what I mean? Trusting that he's going to see the guys up in front. You know what I mean? Trusting that you can walk sideways. You know what I mean? By this time, they're up the field. They're up where they wanted to get to. And this is just one leap. They'll continue to do this over and over. And basically, this is the leapfrog. And as they go up the field, and if they encounter some dudes, they can choose to flank them, set a perimeter, however they want. But the thing is, they're not going to be spotted. They're going to be the ones spotting people by using the leapfrog technique. Now I'm going to show you what happens when things go wrong if you don't use this technique. All right, now let's watch this group of morons right here. Now this is what a lot of people do when they get on the football field, on the paintball field. They think they're fucking Rambo. They think they're the shit. They think they just move the field and just spot people and just start, blasting away. And that's not how it works, dude. There's a lot of technical dudes out there, and they'll sit there and hide. They'll be in prone position all day. Trust me, my brother and my uncle are the same way. They'll crawl a mile just to get to you. But you know what? They're gonna get you because you're walking up and you're walking around and you're not clearing areas and you're not taking cover, and you will get lit up. Now let's watch these idiots move up the field. All right, check out how they're moving in a straight line up the field. You see that they're not watching their 6, they're not watching their 3, they're not watching their 9. They're just 12 o'clock. And check out how they pass by this guy. He's got the side shot on him right there. He's at their 3 o'clock and he's about to hit him straight on. And there's another guy up the field. You can't see him, but we'll see him later. And if you notice too, they're all in each other's firing range, so if they shoot up the field, there's a possibility that they're going to shoot one of their guys. All right, as we can see, he spotted 2 guys up the field, or maybe 1 or whatever, but he doesn't know that there's a guy on his 3, and he doesn't know that there's a guy up his field like around his 10. And he's going to go ahead and shoot these other guys, but they're already in cover. You know what I mean? He's not in cover. He's just out in the open, and his guys are in the line behind him. So they're liable to get shot up too. So let's see how the firing order goes down. Okay, you see their point man unloading on a guy behind a tree over there, and one of his guys heard him firing a shot. So he got the little angle on the guy over there in prone position, so he starts shooting at them. But they're in cover, and they're not in cover. You know what I mean? So who do you think's gonna win the battle? We got a guy over here at 10, and we got a guy over here on their 3 o'clock. As you can see, the guy that was at 10 and the guy that was at the 3 eliminated those 2 guys up the field, and the guys that they were shooting at are now shooting back at them. So the point man is getting shot at by 3 people now, and the guy at 10 o'clock spotted the guy right behind the point man, and now they're both gone, and the 2 dudes at the bottom have to scramble now. Now it's 4 on 2. All right, so now you can see what happens when you don't use leapfrog technique, or you don't clear areas and secure a safe spot for your team to move up the field. It's just like video games, you know what I mean? If you're just walking along, like if you play Ghost Recon, if you're just walking along, you're gonna get shot at and boom, you're gonna have to start all over. But in paintball, you're gonna have to wait. So clear areas, practice with your team, use your hand signals, practice. That way you can move up the field and watch these guys, waiting to ambush you. And if you spot one of them, the rest of them are nearby, or if not, you can move in on them by, moving with your team more tighter, more better, more tactical. And as you see, these guys that got lit up, they're just walking right up the field in a straight line, just thinking that they're Rambo. And any old mediocre team that's set a perimeter somewhere are gonna light them up. You know what I mean? Just because they got an ambush set up doesn't mean that they're gonna get everybody and anybody. They can have a ambush set up, but if you move the field the right way, you can spot them and you can actually flank them. You can set up a dummy guy just sitting there where they can watch him and thinking that, oh, this guy's going to come right into our trap. But they don't know that their team is moving around up the sides and getting ready to flank them. Just all these little techniques you can use. So don't be scared to go out there and just practice and kick some ass. Once again, this is Fire Clown from Alpha Squad Paintball.